Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. I go away for a week and I forget how to do all of this nifty stuff here, but getting back into the swing. So, hey, we're back. Check it out. We were off for a whole week. I've never done that before in 6.5 years, but I do appreciate everybody for their encouragement, saying, Jim, take some time off and enjoy some time with the family, which we did if you saw some of our posts. So thank you again to everyone for understanding and letting us take a little time away from the spins, as it were. But now we're back, and holy cow, did we jump into it with both feet coming back on that Wednesday. It was just an absolutely crazy one, but happy to be back and happy to be doing this again. And we have got a lot to talk about, so I am going to dive right into it. Looking at, looks like we got a few folks we're not quite getting there yet with. So for those of you that are watching, I'm going to ask that you stay tuned. I don't want to repeat this twice, but we'll go through this after we go through the records. I've got a big announcement, a cool announcement, not earth shattering, but it's a cool announcement coming up here a little bit later on in the live. So we'll get to that, but I'll give some more folks a chance to come in if you're watching this on the live side, which you better be. So right off the bat, we came back on Wednesday after our short hiatus, and we had this Greta Van Fleet listening party, which was tremendously successful from our standpoint. I've not done one of these listening parties before, but we had a really good turnout for a store our size, I would think. Probably about 20, 25 people showed up, where we played the new Greta Van Fleet album, Starcatcher, in its entirety. Actually probably got through it twice, once and a half at least, through there, and everybody seemed to have a good time hearing all the tracks that had not yet been posted online. So now we get to Friday with the release of Starcatcher, and we have got a lot of them. There were a lot of you folks that had pre-ordered this ahead of time. If I'd not contacted you, I think I contacted most everyone, but if I had not contacted you yet, your copy is here. If you pre-ordered one or two, we've got them in. Stop on by and grab them all this weekend. So there are two variations of this for those of you who did not pre-order and you still want to get in on the action. One is this is considered to be the indie exclusive version. It is kind of a milky clear vinyl with glitter sprinkled throughout the inside of the vinyl. Looks really cool. This one lists for $35. We have got probably about 15 of these left. So plenty to go around for anybody that still wants to get one. The other version, and this is the one that I opened and kept, I kind of like the clear vinyl version, but we have a clear vinyl version of this as well that lists for $28. Lots of these to go around too. So if you're looking to save a couple bucks, you're into it for the music, and you want some cool looking vinyl, there it is. Okay, my thoughts on the album, it's Greta Van Fleet. If you dig Greta Van Fleet, you're going to dig this record. This one, I think, more so than Battle at Garden's Gate, goes back to their earlier sound and style, which, I don't want to get into it with you guys in this. We only have 15 minutes, but the earlier sound and style where they were more Led Zeppelin-esque, in my opinion. And this one really kind of goes back to that, whereas the last album, Garden's Gate, had a little more prog rock feel to it. Beautiful packaging on both of these, by the way. They're not a gatefold, but they do come with a lyric sheet insert, and they also have a probably about a 12-page photo booklet of the band. So the lyric insert has a few liner notes in the lyrics, and the photo book is just that, harkening back to those older style albums that came with lots of goodies. Hold on, let me get my thumbnail. That's for YouTube on the thumbnail side. So plenty of Greta Van Fleet Starcatcher to go around. And don't forget, from the listening party, I still have a whole bunch of the GVF posters to go out. So if you come in and you want a copy of Starcatcher, you get this nifty two-sided poster as well. Just remind me. And finally, also from the listening party, anybody who was there that night on Wednesday and anybody who's purchased a Starcatcher album can register to win our promo copy from and when I say giant, I mean, I think the pictures I didn't do it justice. This is a giant foam album cover of Starcatcher. So if you purchase a copy of the album, you can toss your name in to win that. We are going to draw that probably toward the end of the weekend. So we'll let folks go through the weekend purchasing the album, and I'll draw that name out on Sunday afternoon. So Lots of Greta stuff going on. Come in and get that if you wish. We do also have some copies of From the Fires left as well. And speaking of Gardens Gate, for those of you into the collectible side, I posted about this yesterday. We have 2 copies of the Battle at Gardens Gate CD from a couple of years ago. This is the autographed version that goes for about $500 on Discogs. So we've got ours down in here for about $250. So swing on through that. Okay, some quick hellos. We got some more folks coming in. Let's get into these and say, hey, now that the GVF, Betty's saying hi from Toledo. Hey there. Jimmy Smith and his wild adventures. Good morning to you, sir. I put my radio voice on for that for you, Jimmy. How's that? Pat saying good morning as well to all the campers. Chuck saying hi and good morning to you. On the west side, we get Rick. Beautiful West Michigan. Rick, I think I sent you a note here on something you had mentioned. So check your messages. Good morning, Dan. Beautiful Hessel. Oh, way up in Dayup there, eh? Loving that. Have fun up in Hessel. Yep, stash you a poster as well. I will do that, Rick, as well as Dave from his travels as well back in Saginaw. Hope you had a great trip. Okay, so the other big releases from the weekend. Oh, by the way, if you're just coming in, I see we've got a few more people. Right after we get through this week's albums, I've got an announcement, a cool announcement, not earth-shattering, but a very cool announcement to get to. So I got to stay on time on this. Kim's not here, but if she's watching, she's giving that producer thing. The Barbie soundtrack, the album. So soundtrack, lots of cool stuff on here. Lizzo, Carol G, Sam Smith, Gosling, other folks I don't, Tame Impala. There we go. So we've got 1 copy of this left, and 1 went the other day. So swing on in if you want that. Okay, this one, we missed the upcoming release show last week, so I didn't get a chance to cover these ahead of time, but we do have them. This is one of those tribute albums, but instead of being a tribute to a band, it's a tribute where they recreate the entire album. This is from Magnetic Eye Records and their Redo series, their classic albums reimagined, and this is Super Unknown from Soundgarden. So this is a double LP of other bands doing the entire Super Unknown album from Soundgarden. So we have got bands in here. I'm not familiar with them. Valley of the Sun, Spotlights, UFO, Mammoth, Horse Burner doing Spoon Man, Beast Wars, The Age of Truth, Dozer, like Dark here. So if you're into the Soundgarden stuff, this would be pretty cool. We've got a white vinyl version of this for $42. It looks like it's a picture disc, but I don't think it is. It says it's white vinyl, and then we've got one that is a red and black marbled vinyl as well. So 2 copies of this. It is the Super Unknown album reimagined by a bunch of different various artists. Could be very, very cool for you folks who are into all of the tribute albums and Soundgarden side there. So let's see, a couple more quick hellos. Chris, hey, hope you had a good GDF day down there in the Lansing area. Grand Ledge, Chris. Tom saying good morning from Traverse. Thank you for watching from up on the northwest side. And Denny, hey, and Alma at the Vinyl Underground there, the Record Underground. Denny, thank you. Got a GVF for you as well. Okay, Deftones. This is a reissue of 20th anniversary reissue of the self-titled from Deftones. Got 1 copy of that left. Finger 11 Greatest Hits. This is a very cool die cut cover. You can't quite see it on here, but that is a die cut going through. The Greatest Hits put together for the first time from Finger 11 on yellow vinyl. Couple copies of that. Part of the Aerosmith reissue series. We have got the first album self-titled with Dream On here, remastered from the analog tapes. Got a copy of that in. Couple copies of the Vandals. I'm holding this right. Hitler Bad, Vandals Good. This is a cool punk album. If you're unfamiliar with the Vandals, look them up. My favorites off of this, People That Are Going to Hell. I've got an ape drape. I got the haircut, by the way, so I no longer have that mullet here as well. So a couple copies of this. It is on blue and white splatter vinyl from the Vandals. Check it out. REM reissue from a couple weeks back, Around the Sun, one of their later albums in stock. A couple copies from Coulter Wall, Little Songs, also from a couple of weeks back. We got those in. And we got a reissue of Eric Clapton Unplugged. Diamond certification, over 10 million sold. I think this is just on black vinyl. So a couple copies from Clapton in as well. A few more reissues because I said, man, we were gone for a week. So apologize for going too quick here. Music on Vinyl reissue from Sugar Hill Gang, numbered. And looks like this is only of 1,000 copies on translucent red vinyl. So this has got Rapper's Delight on it. Very cool stuff. One copy left after yesterday. Jackie Wilson, a compilation from Brunswick reissue series of Higher and Higher, some cool soul. Great jazz. Evenings at the Village Gate with John Coltrane and Eric Dolphy. Got a couple copies of that in. Very cool jazz. Reissues from the Stones. They did a Metamorphosis reissue a couple weeks back. Early compilation from the Stones. So it's not an album outright its own. And then a whole slew of Kinks reissues from a couple weeks back. Preservation Act 1 and 2 from 1973 and 74 in their odd series where the Kinks tried to sound like the Beatles of the 60s. So that's Soap Opera 2 as well. So we got a copy of Soap Opera and Schoolboys in Disgrace as well. And then one final reissue, Jim Croce, Life and Times on blue vinyl. This is a 50th anniversary edition of that. So, okay, check those out. Check out the Greta. Onward now to a very cool announcement. And let me get this right. Dwayne saying, hey, Dwayne, good morning to you as well as Tracy. Good morning from Chesaning. Thank you for being here. All right, folks, a little while back, you heard that I was not selling on Discogs anymore, and we were going to begin concentrating a little bit more heavily on our website. That is something that is still ongoing and still in the works, but we have some very cool news with regards to merch and t-shirts. We've been working with our good friend Rachel. She's with a group called Pause, Commit, Rise. And we don't have a link set up directly yet. I'll do that on our website later this afternoon. But I will provide a link to this on our Facebook page coming up. But as of today, right now, it is live. You can now order Radio Wasteland merch. And yes, this is because we haven't been getting our t-shirts in. We're running low on them. But this also greatly expands our t-shirt capability. We will still have some in the store. We'll restock those eventually. But you are now able to go right on through. Let me make sure I can get this right here. And order directly from this web page and have it shipped directly to you. So again, we will have some of these in store, but you can also go. Now, this is a full Radio Wasteland collection of t-shirts first up. And I should mention, too, that this is going to expand greatly in the near future to beyond t-shirts. So we've got our classic tees, and you can get them in a variety of colors. There's lady cut tees. We've got the other logo, the retro logo tees in there, ladies tees as well. But here is the cool part. A lot of you have been asking for hoodies. There are now Radio Wasteland hoodies out there in both of our logos. And so you click on that, you can choose not only the size, but you can look at the color of these as well. A few different colors to choose from on the hoodie side of things, as well as a multitude of sizes. And you can kind of take a look in there. You order directly. It'll come directly from Pause, Commit, Rise and ship directly to you. But again, like I said, we will have some of these in stock in the store in the next several weeks or so. Here's the cool part, too. This is going to expand. We do have coffee mugs now with the Cosmic Dog logo on there. So that's actually pretty cool. You can go ahead and order these as well. Shipping will be added on and taxes, all of that as well. So here is just the beginnings of the Radio Wasteland Records merch that we're going to be putting on there. A little sneak peek-a-loo on this, and that is the fact that this will be including things like wine glasses and tumblers. I think there's puzzles that are in the works. I'm working on some AI designed puzzles to go onto this. So some very, very, very cool stuff. If you want to get your Radio Wasteland Pride shirt out there. I got to mention too, I got sent a text by a friend of ours who found an orange Radio Wasteland t-shirt in the Goodwill here in Midland. I don't know how to feel about that. If I'm more hurt that somebody gave it up to Goodwill or it's still sitting at Goodwill. So check this out. I'll put the link for this up on Facebook, and we will incorporate the link into this into our website later on today. I'll get around to doing that. But if you're curious, just send me a message and I will send you the link directly to it. And you can kind of check that out. So very, very excited, and big thanks to Rachel for helping us get going with that. But we're very proud to announce that the Radio Wasteland line of merch is out there. You can order t-shirts and hoodies and a coffee mug, and soon lots and lots of other very, very cool stuff. Okay, so couple more things. Dan saying thank you. I'm doing it for the vinyl, man. But you guys, I'm very thankful for you. You guys are the reasons we do what we do here. Sean saying welcome back. Thank you, sir. Gary saying good morning. And hoodies. Yes, there are hoodies abounding. Waterproof stickers are also in the works. Yes, and cool sticker designs more than just the logo. I've got a few things working on that too. So I've got a lot of stuff in the fires, but we wanted to get this out here and get the t-shirts and the hoodies out there at the very, very least for you guys to start perusing. So again, I'll put that link up on Facebook very shortly, and we will also provide that link on our website a little bit later on today once I get to that. Robert Roy saying good morning and good morning to you. All right, folks, I think that I am over time. I got to get the doors open and things ready to rock and roll here today. Do not forget, stop by, pick up your copy of Starcatcher from Greta Van Fleet on glitter or clear vinyl. Call, we'll hold it for you. While supplies last, you get the poster that goes along with the GVF, and you can toss your name in to win that extra huge promo foam that made it here without being damaged. All right, it's good to be back, but I'm still digging out from everything, so pardon me for the catching up that we got to do here yet. But it's been a fun week, busy couple of weeks, and we're very happy to be back here for you guys, and very cool. Betty asking for long sleeve tees. We will work on that. I think maybe we can get some jersey types out there as well. All right, folks. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for being here for us when we got back from our vacation. Always just tremendously thankful, and I'm rambling. I can see Kim squirming, saying, wrap it up now. I will talk to you guys later on today with the upcoming release show. We'll be on the podcast tomorrow with Steve, our friend from the vinyl community, and we'll be back next week live with another update from Radio Wasteland Records. Thanks again for being here. You folks have a great Mid-Michigan weekend and enjoy yourselves out there. Talk to you next time.